a truly outstanding card that will take place on Saturday night at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. I'm pleased to inform you that the fight is completely sold out, as it has been for days. Talked to some ticket brokers who managed to get some tickets, and they'll tell you it's the hottest ticket around. Tickets are selling on the off market for 3 and 4 times the face amount of the tickets, and people realize that this facility at the Cosmopolitan is second to none, that everybody who is privileged to come and have a seat has a great view of the action. Cosmopolitan is perhaps the leading hotel casino here in Las Vegas for restaurants, unbelievable restaurants, entertainment. The Marquee nightclub is very, very famous. So what's happening here is taking Las Vegas to a new dimension, and I'd like to bring up to the microphone the Vice President of Entertainment of the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. Please welcome Fedor Bonucci.
Thank you, Bob. I would like to invite all of you to this exciting event on Saturday, December 13th. We are thrilled to have World Championship Boxing in our state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot venue, the Chelsea. The Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas is the market leader for entertainment on the Strip, and we are excited to bring back boxing to the resort with a card featuring world-class talents such as Timothy Bradley and Diego Chavez, and continue our great partnership with Top Rank and HBO. We hope to see you all at the fight this Saturday night. Thank you, Bob, Top Rank, and the HBO teams.
Now it's a pleasure to bring to the microphone the new executive director of the Nevada Athletic Commission. He's really hit the ground running. He's doing great things in elevating the sport as far as regulation is concerned. Please welcome Bob Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Aaron. On behalf of the Nevada State Athletic Commission and my staff, we would like to wish everyone here a very happy, healthy, and a blessed holiday. With that being said, we would like to thank the world-renowned promoter, Mr. Aram, Top Rank Promotions, the great Oscar De La Hoya, and Golden Boy Promotions, DeBella Entertainment for putting on another great fight card in the fight capital of the world. It's certainly a privilege and honor for us to regulate this fight card, and we look forward to doing the best we can. We would also like to recognize Mr. Bonucci and the Cosmopolitan for hosting this event, HBO for broadcasting the event, and last but not least, we all owe a bit of gratitude to the fighters, because without the fighters, none of us would be here. So we wish the fighters much success, and we thank you very much. Have a great day.
HBO is telecasting this event. Here from HBO is Peter Nelson.
Thank you, Bob, and happy holidays to everybody. Thank you to all the media for being here. This is a terrific event to cap off our year. A lot of people on the dais here, a lot of people to speak, so I'll be brief, but these are 3 great 50-50 competitive fights. It's great to have Tim Bradley back on HBO main channel. It's a great way for us to end the year. Diego Chavez, terrific competitor, showed us that spirit in the fight against Brandon Rios just a few months ago. It's always great, even win or lose, that when fighters prove it to the fans that their heart is in the game, that they're going to be given the opportunities to show their craft in the ring. I want to thank Top Rank. This is the end of a terrific year that's involved events with Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford, Juan Manuel Marquez, Brandon Rios, Mike Alvarado, Vasil Lomachenko, and many more. It's just been a terrific run. I also want to thank the many partners involved in this event. Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, his whole team. It's been a pleasure working with you. Lou DeBella and Osvaldo Rivera. This is going to be a terrific night. Triple header. Our start time's 10 p.m. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday night. Thank you. 10 p.m. Eastern. Thank you.
This card from top to bottom is really solid. You know about the 3 televised fights, but on the undercard we have great fighters from all over the world. We have Shavakov, Denis Shavakov, who is #1 contender for the IBF lightweight title, will be on the card. A really tremendous slugger from Lithuania, Egidis, big name, Kavalusky. We got to give it a short name because he's really a tremendous fighter. He's not here. They're not here today. But we have 3 of the fighters who will be on the non-televised undercard here today. So first, I'd like to introduce to you a young man from Long Island, undefeated light heavyweight, always brings action, extraordinarily popular in the Long Island, New York area. Please welcome Shawnee Monahan.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you guys for having me here today. I did all the hard work I could do, man. I trained for 10 weeks, very, very hard for this fight, doing sprints out in the cold and 20-degree weather. And I'm more than ready to do my job this weekend. And this hotel is absolutely gorgeous. My room is unbelievable. And I'm just very honored to be up here with such great talent. And I'm going to have a good night Saturday. Thank you very much.
I hope the people at Newsday on Long Island write up how beautiful the hotel's rooms are here, because that helps bring in many more events. And they are. This is a fantastic, fantastic facility. Next, we have a young man who comes to us from Canada. He's was the 4-time Canadian champion. His record, 25 wins, no defeats. 20 of those wins by knockout. He is managed by a local guy, Cameron Duncan. Please welcome a force soon to be heard from in boxing. He'll be fighting main events next year. He's ready to go. Mikhail Zuski.
Thank you, guys. Very nice to be here. I've been fought in Vegas for a year now, so very happy to be back here, very excited. I got a big fight Saturday. I'm fighting Jerry Bryan. He's a very skilled guy, a very fast guy, and I just wanted that type of fight. At this point of my career, I feel like, I'm ready for anyone in the welterweight division. I just want to show that, I belong in the ring with anyone in the welterweights, and I will use this fight to show everyone that, I'm something else. I'm above that kind of opponent. He's fast, but I'm fast. I'm strong. I'm 25-0, and I'm ready for bigger things. So just don't blink. It's going to happen on Saturday night, and we're going to have a good show. Thank you, everyone.
Now, before I introduce the next fighter who will be on the non-televised undercard, Jose Ramirez is a USA Olympian. He comes from Avenal, California. And let me tell you a story, because I don't want to editorialize, not the place for it. But I don't know any of you have been aware of what's happening in California, which is really the heartland of the agricultural business in the United States, and as such employs many Latino workers. As some of the great brains among the environmentalists decided that the water resources would be better served to prevent the extinction of some smelts. And so they diverted water, which is the blood of a farm community, from these farms. And that, together with the drought, so that the smelts might survive from extinction, which of course didn't work because the smelts are becoming extinct. The water didn't help them. Farmers were going destitute. Farms were parched. People thought they would have to be off their land and have no livelihood. And Jose Ramirez helped spearhead with the Latino Water Coalition the movement started with Latinos and then went with everybody. Governor Schwarzenegger joined it in the 1,000 people march. And recently, California passed a bond initiative, 72% of the vote, which authorized funds to build water resources for the Northern California area. So this was really got behind it and was one of the leaders. And it's amazing for such a young man to do what he has done and what he has accomplished. So, Jose?
As Mr. Aram said, in California, the drought hit us pretty hard, but none harder than the hometown where Jose Ramirez was from. His town of Avenal, California, actually lost its water rights first in California, where he was born and raised and worked in the very fields where he lived. With swift action from the Latino Water Coalition, Ramirez would install at the federal level water rights back to his own city. Coming out of the Olympics and signing with Top Rank, Jose wanted to make a difference. In doing so, to help raise awareness for the drought issue the past 5 years. Brainstorming, we came up with a series of fights, dubbed the Fight for Water, primarily to bring awareness to the water situation while bringing world-class boxing to the Central Valley. Those fights would sway the votes in California and pass an $8 billion bond this past November 1st, culminating the Fight for Water 3, which drew 10,000 people at the Stellan Arena, with Jose being the main event in our region. In order to sustain those water efforts, a lot of time and energy was put in by Jose Ramirez, both at the state, federal, and local levels. And we also primarily want to thank Top Rank for getting involved in helping us achieve these goals. So now I'd like to introduce the Latino Coalition Chairman and Nisi Farmers League President, Manuel Cunha, and Kings County Supervisor Richard Valle. We'd like to present Mr. Aaron with an award and thank Top Rank, as well as myself and Jose, for helping us achieve some major goals in California.
Again, all of you, thank you very much. Mr. Bob Aaron, on behalf of the California Latino Water Coalition of California, which includes members like Arnold Schwarzenegger, many of the elected officials of California, farm workers, Jose, of his efforts being a member, want to present you with this award. And today it is raining in California, and I want it to rain for the next 30 days straight. And whatever floods, but it will create the jobs that Mr. Aaron talked about that we're losing because of an endangered species animal, to take the lives of families in our rural communities. But the effort of Mr. Aaron and Top Rank made the bond happen. If it wasn't for his efforts and Jose Ramirez and Top Rank speaking and letting people know of California and the huge billboards that went on, the freeways, to get this bond through, will allow us to have storage and build water projects that we need in our state, because we are the food chain of the world. and to destroy the food world chain for some fish that is really not an endangered species is a disaster. So, Mr. Aram, on behalf of the Latino, this thing is very heavy, so.
Thank you very much.
And a shirt that was on October 25th in Fresno with the main event being Jose Ramirez. 10,800 people filled Selland Arena. And the fighters have done a great job to bring boxing back with your efforts, Mr. Aram, to California, San Joaquin Valley. And we look forward to continuing that effort to fight for water. But again, thank you on behalf of all of us very much.
And remember, the next time you eat a pistachio nut, 60% of the pistachios in the world come from this area of California, 60%. So, you know, a drought could have killed off, would kill off, all of that great, enjoyable eating. Hopefully, now that this bond is passed, with God sending some rain, hopefully the problem will be alleviated. But I think this is an example to all you guys up here, how as athletes you can do good in your community and really make a difference. So now I'd like you to hear from the young man who's really at a young age, great accomplishments, Jose Ramirez.
Mr. Aram, thank you again for having us here. On behalf of Kings County, we want to thank Jose Ramirez, Mr. Bob Aram, Rick Merigian. Mr. Aram, your words about the drought when we were at your press conference here a couple of months ago lent so much integrity to what we were trying to do in passing the bond and trying to do with Jose's efforts. And so we want to thank you for that. And I just want to say that to the Top Rank family and the loyal boxing fans around the world, I've never met a more humble and classier young man than your boxer, Mr. Jose Ramirez, here today. And on behalf of the San Joaquin Valley, Kings County, we have the Water Warrior Award, and it reads, Kings County appreciates your leadership in the fight for water. You are a true hero. Gracias, Jose Ramirez. Thank you, champ.
First of all, I want to just thank Bob and Top Rank for being a part of this and helping me and the Latino Water Coalition deliver such an important message to everyone, and also the media who were there, who has to do a big part of delivering this message to all the people in California to raise that awareness and being successful. Now, this is the second time in the year fighting here at the Cosmopolitan, and the first time I had an amazing experience. I want to thank once again Bob Aram and Top Rank for allowing me to be a part of such a big event as today, fighting in the undercard of Bradley and Chavez. For me, it's a big honor. I have been working hard. I've been training at the wild card with Freddie Roach and Marvin Zamudio, and I'm more than ready to give it my best and hopefully one day be in the same position as Timothy Bradley and Diego Chavez. Thank you.
Hold it up. Put that fish in a pan.
Smells, you know how small they are? And I'm happy to report today that no more left. The first fight that will be televised by HBO will be the junior welterweight interim WBA interim junior welterweight title fight, and it matches the challenger who has been a staple of Top Rank boxing since he signed a professional contract, Jose Benavides. whose record now is 21 wins, no defeats, 15 knockouts. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. He's a terrific fighter, and I'm going to bring him up now, and then I'll call my friend Oscar De La Hoya up, who's the promoter of the champion, Mauricio Herrera, who will introduce Mauricio. So first, please welcome the top-ranked challenger, Jose Benavides.
Happy holidays, everyone. First off, I want to thank God, Bob Aram, for giving me this opportunity. My team, I've had a great team. I've had a great camp up in Big Bear. We've been getting ready for this fight. And Saturday night, you guys are going to see a new champion. I feel great. I feel ready, and I'm ready to rock and roll Saturday night. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
It's amazing. Jose, when you first started, you were about half the size that you are now. They really grow on you. It's really a pleasure to introduce to you Oscar De La Hoya, the head of Golden Boy Promotions. Oscar, as you know, fought most of his career under the banner of Top Rank. He was a wonderful fighter, a great champion, a great credit to the sport, and I'm really so delighted that he is now devoting himself absolutely full-time to promoting fights and events in boxing, because he is somebody that the sport really looks up to, and there will be great things that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy will be doing in the future. So Oscar, come on up and introduce yourself.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you very, very much. It really is an honor, Bob, to be next to you, and because you're a person who has been doing this for more than, what, 40 years? 45 years?
Yeah, 48.
And 48 years. I mean, this is a person that I really look up to, because, you know, now that I'm a promoter, what better person than Bob Aram to learn the ropes and learn how to promote and take these fighters' careers, you know, and watch the progression of you know, their boxing careers and help them grow as a fighter and build their careers. It really is a pleasure for me to and an honor, because look, Bob Aram, he's like an icon. He's like this person who we all have to admire for what he's done for boxing. Is incredible. He's put up some amazing fights, and you know, he has now Todd DeBuff, who's doing, you know, a lot of work and doing the same thing, putting up great fights. It really is admirable, and for me personally, as a young promoter, you know, I learned from everything that you've done. So thank you very much on behalf of Golden Boy Promotions for paving the way and continuing, and for many more years to pave the way on how it's done. But I do have to say, Bob, I do have to say, I actually came here because I wanted to take a picture with the top rank. Come on, Bob. Was this your idea, Bob?
Make sure you send it to Millie.
We're actually starting the Golden Boy Girls. That's, yeah, page off the book there. But on a serious note, first of all, thank you, HBO. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It really is a pleasure to be working with you guys and bringing the best of the best to all the fans out there. You know, when I say that we're going to give the best fights to the fans, I really mean it. And I'm glad that Top Rank has always been on the same page, has always had that same mentality. And it's really a pleasure to be working with other promoters and just making the best fights happen for the fans. That's priority, the fans. So it really is my pleasure to be working here on this great card. Thank you, the Cosmopolitan. Thank you for the opportunity. You have a beautiful hotel. We've staged some fights here, and we've always had a wonderful experience. Feder Banucci, Vice President Entertainment of the Cosmopolitan, thank you very much for your hospitality. Peter Nelson, HBO, thank you for always keeping that door wide open at HBO. Mauricio Herrera. Now, Mauricio Herrera is a fighter who, I don't know how many of you know when he fought Provodnikov. I mean, Mauricio Herrera beat Provodnikov, okay? Mauricio Herrera went up against probably the best 140-pounder in the division in Danny Garcia. If you all remember that fight, I think we did a poll on Ring Magazine, on ringtv.com, and 95% of the voters, which were thousands, said that Mauricio Herrera won that fight hands down. So we're witnessing here a fighter who, as my partner would like to call Bernard Hopkins, a throwback, crafty, experienced, rejuvenated fighter, who's hungry, who loves what he does, and he has fun doing it. Now, those fighters who have fun doing it in the ring, wow, they're dangerous. And that's what Mauricio Herrera is. He's very tricky, dangerous. Because he can take you to the deep waters. Ooh, boy. Be careful. And he knows how to swim. He can swim, right? You go deep waters and wow, be careful. So it's going to be a great fight because Benavides is a crafty, good fighter who has a great record. He's growing, he's learning, he's building. And this is a great fight. A great fight. It's going to be a really good fight. So it's just these types of fights that I'm really looking forward to in the future of putting together with Bob and with Top Rank. So this is what boxing should be. This is what the sport should be. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So it is my pleasure to introduce you with a record of 21-4, 7 knockouts. He's a WBA interim super lightweight world champion out of Riverside, California, Mauricio El Maestro Herrera.
Thank you guys for having me here, and I want to thank Oscar for all the stuff he just said. Thanks both promoters for finally, putting something together. And I just want to say, I had a good year. Thanks to Oscar, now signed with Oscar, I'm just happier now, I train happy, and I'm still getting the best fights and the tough fights out there. Benavides is a tough kid, young prospect, hungry. I'm real hungry too. We're both hungry. That's going to make it a great fight. I just got a belt, the interim title, in March. It's a small belt, but before that, the history of my career, has been tough. I've been fighting the tough guys, taking a lot of punishment, going in wars, and I went through hell to get where I'm at. And maybe a small title now, and went through hell to get it, and it's not going to be easy for Benavides to come and just take that. There's a lot of work behind that small belt, but it's better. It's a sign that I'm going to go up for bigger things, get that world title, and bring it home. So I got to get past Benavides. He's a tough kid, not taking him lightly, but you're going to see a great show. December 13th, be there. Don't miss it. Thank you.
The next fight on the card is one that I can't wait to see. Middleweight championship of the world, the vacant WBO middleweight championship between Andy Lee and Matt Korobov. Andy Lee represented his country of Ireland in the Olympics, and Matt Korobov represented his country of Russia in the Olympics. They both had unbelievable credentials coming into the professional game, and now they face off against each other for the middleweight championship. And for me, at Top Rank, Oscar talked about how many years I've been in this game. So much of those years were promoting middleweight champions like Monzon and Marvin Hagler and James Toney and Roy Jones. Middleweight champions are something special. And on Saturday night, we'll see the crowning of a new WBO middleweight champion. Andy Lee is here with Ron Rizzo from DeBella Entertainment, his promoter. So I'd like to call Ron up to introduce Andy, and then I'll take over and introduce Matt. All right?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, everybody. Unfortunately, Lou couldn't be here today, but that actually may be fortunate for everybody that is here, because he may be a little bit competitive and would like to tell a story or two and keep up with Oscar and Bob and go on and on. I'm not going to do that. I just want to thank everybody. Thank Bob and Top Rank. Thank Oscar, Golden Boy Promotions. Thank HBO Sports. Thank the Cosmopolitan. Thank Adam from Booth Boxing. He's been putting in all the hard work with Andy. And that's really all I'm going to say is Andy's put in a lot of hard work. He's been working, as Bob said, he's a long time, highly touted amateur, and he's been putting in hours and years and everything into this opportunity, and he's ready to become world champion on Saturday night. So I'm going to bring up one of the great people in boxing, Andy Lee.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank Top Rank, Golden Boy, DeBella Entertainment, and HBO for this opportunity. I'd like to acknowledge and thank my trainer and coach, manager, Adam Booth, who's done a fantastic job with me along with his team. And I'm prepared to become middleweight champion. I've worked my whole career for this. It's almost 10 years to the day that I first visited Las Vegas to watch a heavyweight title fight, and here I am 10 years later, ready to become champion. Thank you all very much. I'll see you Saturday.
Matt Korobov was a sensation in the amateurs. He was considered for a time the best fighter in the amateurs, world champion, and we were privileged at Top Rank that he came with us when he turned professional, and he's managed by our good friend Cameron Duncan. Matt, his record is 23 wins and no defeats, 13 by knockouts. He also has waited patiently over these years for the right time and the right move so that he could win a middleweight championship of the world. He's a terrific fighter, a great technician with a lot of power. Many of you have seen him fight. For those who haven't, you have a treat coming. Please welcome from Russia, now fighting out of Florida, Matt Korobov.
Hello everybody, I'm so happy to be here. There was a long way to go, and I've been waiting this moment, and I'm so ready, so happy to get this shot for the title. You know, thanks all people who involved for make this fight happen. And I'll see you Saturday night, and there will be a great fight for me, for us, for Top Rank. Thanks for everybody.
Now we go to the main event. Although these are all main events. Very astute that the best chance that you have to make fights that people want to see is when two promoters come together. One promoter with his fight and the other promoter with his. And in every fight on this card, Top Rank has one of the fighters on its side, and different promoters have fighters on the other side. You know that Oscar with Herrera, DeBella Entertainment with Andy, and also Diego Chavez is promoted by people who are legendary in Argentina for being promoters and managers. They come from the famous Rivera family, Osvaldo Rivera, as you know. But he's here with his son and daughter. Son and daughter? Yes, son and daughter, right? Great. We had them here at this hotel for when Diego fought Brandon Rios. They're wonderful people. I'd like them to come up and say a few words and introduce Diego Chavez.
Bueno, primero que nada agradecerle a HBO, a Top Rank por esta oportunidad y bueno, sabemos que Tim es un boxeador muy respetado, al cual respeto mucho por las peleas que tiene y bueno, estoy mejor que nunca.
First of all, we want to thank Top Rank for the opportunity, HBO, Mr. Peter Nelson, Carl Moretti, enjoy your day, and we know that Tim is a very respectful boxer, he's very strong, one of the best, and we will do our best on Saturday.
Y bueno, esperemos hacer una buena pelea, ya que venimos de una derrota muy injusta ante Brandon Rios.
And we hope to make a good fight. So, because we came against for a defeat, an unfair defeat against Brandon Rios, we want to make a good fight on Saturday.
Así que bueno, buena suerte para Bradley y que salga una buena pelea y que gane el mejor team.
Good luck to Timothy, and we will do a good fight and the better win.
Timothy Bradley is here today with his father and co-trainer, Ray Bradley, with Joel Diaz, who has been his long-term trainer. And the thing, before I call him up, that I have to note, Tim, is we always knew that you were a great fighter. You know, I remember bringing Peterson down to Palm Springs, where you won every round from him. But you have, in the last few years, blossomed as a person, if I may say it. Tim Bradley is one of the great spokespeople for the sport of boxing. If you ask him about a fight, he will tell you what he really feels, and he will tell you in a manner that he insults nobody, but he praises fighters where praise is due. So people love now to interview Tim not only about his fights, but about other fighters, and I would be remiss not to say that down the line, I really believe that Tim Bradley, when he hangs up his gloves a number of years from now, will be one of the best announcers in the sport of boxing, ringside commentator. Really, I see them. Not just yet, Tim, not just yet. Tim's record, 31 wins and 1 defeat, 12 knockouts. You always know when you watch a Tim Bradley fight, you're going to see lots and lots of action, lots and lots of drama. You're never going to be bored, and you're going to be thankful that you came to watch him fight. So please welcome one of the great fighters in boxing today, Tim Bradley.
Wow, those are some nice words, Bob. Thank you very much for that, man. Appreciate that. First of all, man, I want to give honor and praise to God. First and foremost, that's our Father. Got to give honor to Him. Also, want to give thanks to, man, Team Bradley, man. The Bradley train. Man, everybody up here, from Joel Diaz, my father, Sam Jackson, you name the list goes on, man. James Roosley, got a new partner to the team now. He's my physician. He's been looking after me from my injury from the Pacquiao fight. Frank, can you stand up, please? This guy right here, man, put me back together. The wonderful new Antonio Diaz. I mean, I can name the list. The list goes on, man. But you know, I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my brother-in-law. You know, I want to thank everybody that made my life easy. Honestly, all I do is go and train. Everything else is it's pretty much handled. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you. Also, let me give a special thanks to HBO, man. HBO for bringing me back. I miss being on the scene. I've been out for a little while. I'm back now. Happy to be fighting on one of the best networks, the best network in boxing, period. Also, Top Rank, man. Top Rank will always, you know, hold their promises and doing what they promised that they're going to do. And Top Rank's been doing great by me in my career and guiding me and definitely taking care of my career and my family tremendously. So special thanks to Bob, Todd, the Buck, everybody part of Top Rank. Thank you so much for the opportunity and continue on receiving opportunities as well. Also, Cosmopolitan. Thank you. Wow, very nice hotel. I've been here once before, but well, very nice rooms, very nice people here. See if I forget anybody else. Also, I want to thank the media. I want to thank the media. If you wrote good things about me, great, thank you. If you wrote bad things about me, thank you. It's okay. I still love you guys, you know, because you guys are the ones that get the word out on the streets and to the people. So I'm very honored that you guys are here. Man, Golden Boy and Top Rank in the building. Can y'all believe that, man? Come on. Hey, that is what I'm talking about, honestly. This is great. The fact that the promoters in the boxing world are finally settling their differences. I said something I think it was back in the conference that we had, I believe it was last year. Was it this year or last year, honey? Can you help me?
It was May.
It was in May. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, anyways, I was receiving my Fight of the Year award, and I said, man, we got Golden Boy and Top Rank in the building. We got several other promoters in the building here. We're all talking like we're all buddies. And I'm like, come on, can we all get along? Like, let's make this happen for the fans, man. As you know, pay-per-view's not like it used to be. The fans, they didn't caught on, okay? The fact that, hey, they want to see a fight, all right? That's what the fans want to see, and we owe that to the fans. So I'm excited and happy to see this right here. I truly am, man. And, you know, I want to also give thanks to Diego Chavez and his team. Diego's a tremendous fighter, okay? He's had a couple opportunities here on USA soil. One against Keith Thurman, which he was doing very well in the fight until Keith Thurman found that key and ended the night. But, you know, he put up one heck of a fight against Keith Thurman. Another one against the old rugged, I call him the rugged, man, because he ain't no joke, Brandon Rios, where, you know, many felt that he was unfairly treated in that fight, in the disqualification. So, but we all know, as boxing fans, we all know that this guy can really fight. You know, I love to take fights. I love to fight the best because I love to be nervous. I love to be like this. You know what I mean? I love to fight the best because I want to be the best. So this is one of those fights that I'm like this, you know, because Diego Chavez brings a lot to the table. You know, he's a power puncher. You know, the Argentinian fighters, Floyd Mayweather just fought one, and he's tough, you know, and I know his background. He's tough, he's well crafted, got a great team behind him, and I know Saturday night's gonna be a rough night, but I'm prepared at my very best right now. I trained extremely hard, trained about 3 months for this fight. I'm excited to be back in the ring, and you know what, that's all I have to say. Stay tuned. Saturday night is going to be a wonderful night of boxing. Oh, and don't forget about the undercard, man. The undercard, I mean, this is one of the best undercards I've ever seen. I've never seen an undercard stack like this, so I'm very excited to see either the undercard fights while I'm in my dressing room waiting. So, good luck to everybody. May the best man win, and thank you. Thank you very much.
To show how strong boxing is, not only is this fight sold out, but we're doing a boxing show in Philadelphia also Saturday night. Felix Verdejo and Jesse Hart, two of our very prominent young fighters, are featured on that card, and that card is sold out. So boxing, you know, if you give the people what they want to see, you're going to sell the tickets and people will come. All right, and then I have a note here. Tuesday, anybody wants to come with me? I'm leaving on Sunday for Shanghai. We have a great event in Shanghai, the Mercedes-Benz Arena, on Tuesday night in Shanghai, featuring the 140-pound I.K. Yang is fighting an Australian fighter, and some of the other up-and-coming Chinese fighters will be on the card. So boxing around the world is alive and well, and nowhere going to be better than it will be here on Saturday night at the Cosmopolitan, where you're going to see a really good event. Now, the weigh-in will be when? What time? 3:30 tomorrow, weigh-in here. And the first fight on Saturday starts, what, 4? 4 o'clock. People should come early because we got so many good fights, so many good fighters. It's going to be a great night. And now it's time for picture taking. If you see the two young ladies behind me, the top-ranked knockout, they're a little bedraggled today. We had a big party last night. So, you know, unlike a veteran like myself who... Anyway, they're ready to take pictures. What? Oh, mention the calendar. Where are they on sale? Yeah? When? During the fight, top-ranked knockout calendars are on sale. For an extra couple of dollars, you can get the girls to autograph their pictures. And remember, it's the most beautiful women are top-ranked knockouts. So thank you very much for coming.